Good morning everyone. Now today's topic is methods of preparation of ether. There are various methods for the preparation of ether. So one of the most important method is preparation from alcohol. The simple ethers means like this. This is the type of a simple ether. The simple ether can be prepared by dehydration of alcohol. Now the meaning of dehydration is, that is, dehydration means removal of water. So the simple alcohol can be prepared by the dehydration of alcohol with concentrated sulfuric acid, and here the temperature is 413 Kelvin. Even such type of ethers are prepared by even a small amount of acid is sufficient to carry the continuous conversion of large amount of alcohol to the ether. Such kind of ether, this is also example of ether. So acids are also responsible or able to convert the large amount of alcohol to the ether, and this reaction is called continuous esterification process. Now for that, the reaction is, for example, we have alcohol, that is ROH. Here ROH represent the alcohol, then ROH. Now in presence of concentrated H2SO4, and here the temperature is 413 Kelvin. Now this is, in this process the dehydration of alcohol take place. So dehydration is carried out when this water molecule is removed from here. So we get ROR plus this H, this one H, and this OH is removed as H2O, and this is the ether. So this is the first method for the preparation of ether. Now the another reaction for the dehydration of alcohol is, for example, if we have ethyl alcohol, that is C2H5OH plus C2H5OH. This is the ethyl alcohol, again in presence of the concentrated H2SO4. Again this is removed from this direction and we get C2H5O, C2H5. Now here the two ethyl group are present, so its name is diethyl ether. This is diethyl ether. Now the next method of preparation is a naming reaction, and it is known as Williamson's. This is Williamson's synthesis. This is Williamson's synthesis. It is also known as the preparation from alkyl halide. Now it is this one is the important laboratory method for the preparation of symmetrical as well as unsymmetrical ether. Now it involves this reaction, this Williamson synthesis, it involves the action of sodium alkoxide. Sodium alkoxide means, that is sodium, this is sodium alkoxide. Now the sodium, meaning of the sodium alkoxide means alcohol plus sodium metal. Sodium alkoxide on a suitable alkyl halide. So for that the reaction is, for example, if we have a alkyl halide plus we have any sodium, this is sodium alkoxide, and this one is any alkyl halide. So we get, that is ROR, this is ether, plus this one is left Na plus X. This is sodium halide. Now the other reaction for the, or other example for the Williamson synthesis is, for example, if we have C2H5Br, this is ethyl bromide plus C2H5ONA. This one is sodium ethoxide. This is sodium ethoxide. So we get C2H5O, C2H5 plus NaBr. This one is left, Na from here and Br from here. So this is NaBr. This is sodium bromide, and here two ethyl group are present. It is a type of a ether. It is a symmetrical ether. So its name is diethyl ether. This is the diethyl ether. Now for another example is C2H5Cl. This is ethyl chloride when it is treated with C6H5ONa. This is known as sodium phenoxide. Sodium phenoxide. Then we get C6H5O, C2H5 plus NaCl. Here NaCl is the sodium chloride and C6H5O, C2H5 is, this one is ethyl phenyl ether. This is ethyl phenyl ether, and this is a type of a unsymmetrical ether because this one is the alkyl ether. This is the alkyl group and this one is the aryl group, and we give it name according to the alphabetical order. So E comes first in the alphabetical order, so its name is ethyl phenyl ether. Phenols are also converted to ether by this method. This is the Williamson synthesis. By the help of this one, phenols are also converted to the ether, but in this method the phenol is used as a phenoxide. So for that, first of all, the phenol, this one is the structure of the phenol. So the first of all, phenol is converted to the phenoxide ion by the hydrolysis with the alkali. We get this one, this is ONa. This is known as the sodium phenoxide. When the sodium phenoxide is treated with alkyl halide, so this is react with this one and this is react with this one and removed from here. So we get, that is, this is the benzene ring, here O, and it is, this is R. So by the help of the Williamson synthesis, the phenol is also converted to the ethers. Now the next topic is, that is physical properties of ether. Dimethyl ether, that is dimethyl ether, and ethyl methyl ether. These two are gases at room temperature, while other members, that is other members are generally liquid with characteristic ethereal smell, there is a large difference in the boiling point of alcohols and ethers, and the difference is due to the presence of hydrogen bonding, because the hydrogen bonding is present in the alcohol. The miscibility of ether with water resembles those of alcohol of the same molecular masses. Now the reason is that in case of the ether there is no hydrogen bonding. That's why their boiling point is very, very low in comparison to the alcohol, because we know very well, if boiling point or melting point is high, so definitely there is a presence of the hydrogen bonding. But in case of the ether, there is no hydrogen bonding, or we can say that there is a lack of hydrogen bonding. So its boiling points, that is the boiling point of ether, is low, and the miscibility of ether with the water is also low in comparison to the alcohols. Now the next topic is structure of functional group. Actually this topic is related to your topic alcohol, phenol and ether. Here we discussed about the structure of the functional group. So here I am taking the example of the first member of the family from the alcohol family, from the phenol family and from the ether family, and we have to discuss the structure. So the first, as we all know, the first member of the alcohol family is methanol. So the structure of methanol is like this. This one is H is here. Now H is here. H is here. Now this is O and this is H. Now the formula is CS3OH. Now this angle is of 108.9 degree. This is 142 picometer and this one is the 96 picometer. So this is the structure of the methanol. This is the first member of the family. Now if we are talking about the phenol, so the first member of the family is phenol. So the structure of phenol is like this. This is the benzene ring. Now here O and this one is H. So this is the structure for the phenol. Here the angle is 109 degree and this distance is of 136 picometer. This is the phenol, this is the methanol, CS3OH. This is benzene ring attached with the OH group, that's why it is a phenol. Now if we are talking about the ether, so the first member is, that is methoxymethane. Methoxymethane, or it is also known as the dimethyl ether. So the for that the structure is, here C is present, here hydrogen are attached here. Now this is O, this is C, 1 2 3, this is 1 2 3, this is CS3O, CS3. This is methoxymethane or dimethyl ether. Now this angle is of 111.7 degree. This is 141 picometer and this is the, so these are the structure of the functional group. This is the structure of the, this is the OH, here again OH, and this one is the, here the group is O. So these are the structure of the functional